Peace, fam. P.A. Finley, the Pathway, coming at you live once again. This thing got a good one. This is going to be part 2 of our natural mutant powers. And the highlight of this one is going to be forgiveness. I'm juiced up on this one because this is one of my, this one here is, I have a personal affinity to. I'm linked in on this one, real tight, real heavy. It's one of the reasons why I'm free today. It's one of the reasons, it's this power, and it is a power, forgiveness. Let's just dive right into where I'm going with this. Y'all gotta excuse my little dude, man. I'm in the beginning stages of dreading, so y'all know how wild that is. And I'm doing the natural thing. I ain't twisting. I'm just letting them do what they do. So, y'all got this is the beginning. You know, it's all over the place. That first year is always, anywho, because I've done it before. I had them down in my back 7 years. I did it before. But anyway, so, forgiveness. There's so much love in that word. And that's going to be another one. Love is another power. Love is a power, y'all. Probably going to be doing that one next. But okay, let's get into forgiveness. I call forgiveness the eraser. Okay, y'all know. By now, y'all know what time it is with the pathway. Hit them hills and rock back. It's going down. So, it is akin, it's not going to be a Marvel hero this time. And it's not going to be a DC hero this time. This time it's going to be an anime hero, or heroine in this case. There's an anime show, series called Bleach. Anybody knows anything about anime, they know Bleach. Forgiveness, I liken the power of forgiveness to that of the character All1llA. Now, in Bleach, there's different types of human beings. And when I say human beings, I mean beings. There's soul reapers. There's humans, soul reapers. Oh man, I'm tripping blanked out. What do they call them dudes with the holes in their chest? I forget. Anyway, iron cars. They got all kind of stuff going on there. And everybody got powers. Everybody got, they got swords, what they call zanpakutos. And those swords got powers. And, it's a cartoon. But it's anime cartoon. And so it's kind of serious, Anyway, there's a character, All1llA, and she's a regular human, but she got powers. Her powers, she has a power they call it healing. They're like healing powers. But actually, what somebody else broke down the science of her power is that she reverses time, or shall we say, erases time. She heals you by reversing. By going back to the time when that particular body part that she's healing was healthy. And then coming back to that state. It's an awesome power. These people got heck of a powers in there. But anyway, so I liken forgiveness to that. Forgiveness erases. There is no healing without forgiveness. There is the illusion of healing. But if there's no forgiveness, there's no letting go. And usually the injury that is done by others, which causes us to be in a state where we have to decide whether to forgive or not, there's a letting go of something. That we hold on to something that is harmful to us. And healing can't begin unless the harm goes away. What forgiveness does, and there's a reason why I call it the eraser, but before it's the eraser, it is a way for the healing process to begin. The healing process can't begin until I let go of that thing that is harming me, which is resentment, regret, guilt, all of this stuff, which is harmful to me and stops the healing process. When I forgive, I let go. I let go of resentment. And see, a lot of people say forgive, and I can forgive, but I can't forgive. Unfortunately, they're both one and the same. If you don't forget, you really ain't forgiven. You're still holding on. And I don't know. This is a huge issue for the African American community and pretty much Africans all across the globe. Dark skin, melanated beings. We got some issues with forgiveness. But it's a power, and I'm going to show you. By the way, I'm using my new phone on this one. It's tripping me out. I got to get used to it because it's like it's pulling me to look this way. This is where the screen is. This is what's happening. This is where I am. But the other one, I had just got used to the camera being like right up top here. And actually, it was over here too. So this one I had to reverse because it's new. It's a different place, and so I gotta go through the process of focusing in and paying attention to you guys who's watching me. By the way, thank you. So the science and the art, the power of forgiveness is twofold. Not four, two. Twofold. It's like I'm starting over again with this phone. Anyway, it's a weird thing. It's going through the process of tripping on the camera and the eye. You gotta go. When you get used to one, I see that every eye is different because you get used to one, and then somebody's throwing another one at you, like, okay. So thank you for your patience. Be a little patient while I get used to this new one. But the quality is superb, as you can see. It's up close and personal. This is the next level generation of camera, man. They're getting way too personal. They're getting way too personal. Anywho, so the power of forgiveness, the mutant power of forgiveness is twofold. It goes both ways. It goes outward to the person being forgiven, and then inward to self-forgiveness. It heals outward, it heals inwardly. It erases outward, it erases inwardly. It's off the chain. And so what I'm about to do right now is give you guys a reason. Why you should want and desire and strive to forgive. To where every time there's a situation where forgiveness is in question, it's viewed as an opportunity. And this is what's going to do that for you. Because it's important to strive, to want, to desire, to be happy about forgiving. That's mastery. That's that Jedi. You know what I mean? And we're talking about Jedi training right now. So, and now I'm about to give you the inspiration to want to do that. To be looking for it. It's like, where can I forgive today? This is what you should be on. First of all, I haven't even really broke down the power itself and what it does. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But what I want to do now is give you the inspiration that creates the desire and the drive to forgive. Flip the whole script. Right now, you're like, man, I ain't forgiving nobody. Man, let's screw everybody, screw the world, everything. After I present this, my goal is to have you flip all the way to the other side. Is to be like, man, I'm gonna do some, you know what I mean? I'm gonna forgive somebody today. That's how I want you to be. After I drop this. Now, the desire, the drive, and the will to forgive is the understanding that the more you forgive, the more you are forgiven. Now, that being said, I don't know about y'all, anybody out there in the community, to the world, but basically to the God's community, you know, us, you righteous folk, oh yeah, the best of us, if you will. I'm animated today. Y'all see that, right? Okay. So, the best of us, if you're anything like me, and you are honest, because by now, you know, when we talk about righteousness and the God's community and doing it like that, we are at least honest with ourselves. Even if I'm lying to you, I gotta keep it real with me. 100 is as much as humanly possible what we do with ourselves today, right? Or at the very least, we desire to be 100 with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When we walk this walk and we elevate and we're trying to strive for more wisdom, more knowledge, more information, to better our people and our situation. We want to at least strive and desire to be 100 with ourselves. So I'm going to assume that's where you are today. So I'm going to say this. If you're anything like me, and you at the very minimum strive to be 100 with yourself, you got to keep it real. You need forgiveness. From somebody somewhere. And if you're anything like me, you need as much as forgiveness as you can get. Know that every time you forgive, you are forgiven. To the amount that you forgive, you are forgiven that amount. If I forgive you for 10 different things that you've done to me, I will be instantly forgiven for 10 different things I've done to others. That is an eraser. And come on, since we're keeping it real, I'm gonna make an I statement. I don't know about y'all, but I know me, I need as much forgiveness as I can get. This is how real forgiveness is gotten. It's not by saying I'm sorry. I apologize. I was wrong. All that's good, but that don't erase nothing. If I want forgiveness, I need to forgive. And to the extent that I forgive, I am forgiven. So, in the end, whatever I end up with, I had coming. But these are opportunities to... Okay, y'all know what time it is. We're going to pause. First time pausing. Okay, I'm back. So if you're anything like me, you need forgiveness. I got that. It's so fat right here. It's like major fat. Stuff is all over the place right here. Okay. But if you're anything like me, you need as much forgiveness as you can get. So, and we're going to go back to the I statement. I, myself, ain't my goal. My goal, and I'm on it. I'm real close to achieving it. I ain't just saying that so I can, you know what I'm saying, lackadaisical do some stuff. No, I'm on mine. My goal is to not miss an opportunity to forgive anybody, anywhere, for anything. Now that's what's up. So I'm looking at this is my first time video. I'm looking at the close-up. The close-up is way close because I was here like this last time, but it appeared to be here. So this thing has got some zoom. It's on some zoom stuff. So I might even have to adjust that and figure that out. But, okay. So this is where I'm at now. See, before I did this, and I could see, pretty much my waistline. But maybe if I adjust that, I might, Okay, so we're working with the new phone, with the new technology, and the high def, and y'all know what time it is. So, now, the way this thing works is, say for instance, you do me wrong. Okay? First of all, why are you doing me wrong? Why are you wrong like that? You know you're wrong, right? You are wrong, you're just wrong. So, if I forgive you for that wrong, once again, I am forgiven for a wrong. But my forgiveness doesn't stop there. Here we go. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what it is. I gotta back up though. Hey, I'm all over. That's why I was talking about, man. It's like I'm all over here because it's, anyway, I gotta get used to this, y'all. Excuse me for the little sidebars. But anyway, so there's one more thing I gotta do. I've forgiven you, and that's awesome. Now I'm forgiven for something. Every time I forgive, I am forgiven. It's trade-off. It's even Steven. Okay? I put in the work, I get paid. That's the way this thing works. Okay? So you're forgiven now. But the healing process doesn't really begin there. The healing process, I've erased some previous mistakes. Just by forgiving you, I've erased you a little bit of your mistakes and your stuff, and I've also erased some of mine. But I have more to do. And if I really want to start the healing process, and I really want to take this to a whole nother level, I can 5 and 10-fold. This is like a bankai, using the bleach term. This is like a bankai to my power when I do this one, when I'm about to drop on you right now. This is like me saying bankai. And my power is tenfold. It's when I forgive myself. The more I forgive others, as much as I forgive others, I need to forgive myself in those very same instances. And now we're going to talk about how and why. How do I forgive? Why do I forgive myself? I ain't did nothing wrong. I had the wrong done to me. I'm the victim here. I got the wrong. So why in the world am I going to forgive myself for getting wrong? No. I need to forgive myself because in my subconscious and in the back of my mind, I blame myself for putting myself in that position in the first place to be wrong. Whether that's true or not is irrelevant. But believe me, I'm blaming myself for that. The fact that, first of all, 9 times out of 10 is kind of true. Because 9 times out of 10, every time somebody does me wrong, I have been warned wrong was coming, but ignored the warnings. See, we got to go back prior to. If I walk in the house and I hear a voice say, "Get out," maybe I need to consider getting out. But we push through, don't we? Don't we push through some warnings? And then when the wrong happens, we're the victim. We're innocent. See, if I had followed my inner voice, at least entertain the voice. Listen for a second. I could have made the decision otherwise, but maybe if I would absorb some of the intel, gave it a moment, if I did something else, not only would I have saved myself above all the head, but I would have helped the next person to not bump me on the head. Dude, listen. We can say right, wrong. We can say, hey, man, that's the case, boy, that's not the case. We can argue whether this happens or not in our brains, in our subconscious. We can argue that all day long. That's fine. Matter of fact, I'll give it to you. It never happens. I'm going to argue your point for you. But here's the catch. My question to you is, what if it does? If that takes place, if we really look, remember, one of the things about science itself is studying our history. Our own individual history is a science. So this is a part of our looking at our history. When something goes wrong, or when someone does something wrong to us, or some entity, or whatever, if we're honest, remember we're talking about being 100, or at least striving to be 100 with ourselves. First of all, in order to be honest with yourself, you gotta go through the history to see what you're being honest about or in denial about. You don't even know what you can't say, you can't get this because you don't know you. You don't know your own history. If you do your history on each situation that goes awry, and maybe some of the ones that goes good too, so we can see what the heck we did right. Review your history around that situation, not just that situation, prior to it. And you'll see that there were signs. Listen, life always shows us some signs. Now, whether we read them or pay attention to them is a different story. And then what happens is, what we grow with this is I can now say that because I learned that there were signs prior to that I paid no attention to, and I went in the direction to where everything was trying to tell me to stop, and I went anyway, and then I got knocked upside the head. Well, maybe if I start paying attention to the signs now, I can eliminate some headaches. That's where the growth comes into play. But you can't heal the wounds or erase the wounds. You can't go take your power, your Zampato's power, using Bleach terminology, your Zampato's power, which is the name of the sword that they use. You can use that power. You can use that power by cutting away and erasing through forgiveness of others outside. But you can't say bankai and take that bad boy to the 10th level until you forgive yourself. See, that's full circle. Outside, inside, everything's complete. Yin and yang. You have complete, that's a completion. Dude, that's a whole nother level. Not only do you, is 1 for 1, now it's 1 for 10. Come on. Come on, this is a power. Bankai. Anybody know bleach, y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, this is power. Whether Jesus lived or existed or not, the entity that is the storyline that's about, that guy knew the power of forgiveness. He had bankai on his. He was on some bankai. So, I'm going to go ahead and close this one, you guys. Forgiveness is a power. I think I'm going to be saying that, throughout all my, on this series, throughout every little type of power. I like it when I do that. I'll say it again, because I like saying it. Forgiveness is a power. It is, though. And it's levels to it. Definitely forgive those outside of you. Because, just like Jesus said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. The whole point is if they knew what they were doing, they wouldn't be doing. So ignorance is an excuse. It is. We can't judge people for not knowing, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. How much stuff did you not know and did? Keep it 100. Know your history. Study your history. Master your history. Matter of fact, history. Is history a problem? Personal history? Might be. You might have to tap into it. We're going to find out. What would align with that? Which character? What that represents? I'm going to have to tap into that. But definitely we're going to close this out. The next one's going to be on love. Listen. Forgiveness is a power. The more you forgive, the more you are forgiven. And then bankai, the next level, where 1 for 10, tenfold your forgiveness. Tenfold that erasing experience by forgiving yourself for putting yourself, allowing yourself to be in a position to be got in the first place. You blame yourself way back in the deep parts of your brain, in your subconscious. You blame you for being a fool, for being a trick, for being kind, for being a suck-up, for being a punk. Yeah, you know. Don't forgive yourself for that, for being all those things, which means being human, by the way. Go embrace yourself, love on yourself, and forgive yourself. And erase 10 times of the times that you harmed others and need forgiveness for. 10 of those for that one. You can just, if you just on the move and you're just trying to stack up your forgiveness on the one-on-one, go ahead, forgive me. Okay, man, don't worry about it. Get past it. Boom. Hey, man, where you bumping? No problem, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. See, request forgiveness of others because that's handling them too. See, every time somebody forgives you, they are exercising their power. And you want them to do that, so you ask for forgiveness. Man, forgive me. So they can activate the same type of stuff you want. and make this whole world a better place. The more people that do this, the better places it's going to be. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to my rhetoric. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this natural mutant power of forgiveness. Let me know the eraser, I'm calling it. Let me know what you guys think about this. And give me some yay and nays on this, man. Let me know what's going on. I know there's some levels to this, but we need to baby step first. Just practice a little bit every day throughout the course of the day. Don't worry about the big issues. We'll take care of the big issues later. Right now, it's a little bit one-on-one stuff that happens throughout the course of the day. Practice forgiving others, sending out blessings. That's why Jesus was like, bless your enemies. He knew the science. He knew the science. He knew the power. Excuse me. All right, you guys, y'all know what time it is. I'm out. Stay beautiful as you are. Peace.